Newcastle Chelsea 2-2, peak Premier League heritage. Guys, if you watch the game, it was a game of two halves, right? First half, I'm going to be honest right now, Chelsea, we were sleeping, right? It looked like we were lazy, not with it, not up for the occasion. Right? And I knew it was going to be a big game anyways. Away against Newcastle, playing Newcastle in general is tough, right? Eddie Howe has a very, very good structure. And the players aren't world class players, but they're very, very good, right? They're not generational players. You don't have any magical players or anything like that, but they've got an amazing team, guys. They've got a very, very good team, and they always give you tough games, especially against Chelsea. The first half was horrible, right? Horrible. Conceded some again horrible points. I'm not going to take anything away from Newcastle because I felt like Newcastle played very well. Chelsea, we just weren't up for it. It seemed like we were again our heads was in the clouds. We weren't really up for playing Newcastle, and Newcastle were 100% ready to play us. They needed the points. They were playing like they were facing relegation. Anthony Gordon, I will say he was outstanding, especially first half. The way he came at Gusto didn't know what to do. And normally I'd say Gusto is a very, very good right back. Like one of the, maybe you could say top five right backs in the league at the moment, right? But against Anthony Gordon, he looked awful, right? He couldn't get a grip of Anthony Gordon. Those crosses coming in from that side. And again, the goals that we conceded wasn't on Sanchez at all. I feel like Sanchez this season has stepped up his level from last season because last season for me he could have gone right. For me, if Chelsea paid another club to get rid of him, happy days because last season he was horrible. But this season he stepped up for me. He's one of the best, not if not the best keeper in the league at the moment. But again, first half we played horrible. I thought the passes that we were trying to do through the press from Newcastle, again, their press was amazing. Their attackers were amazing, right? But through the press, it wasn't working. We weren't changing it up, right? We kept getting caught out on the counter. We kept getting caught out by passing through the press. Right? It just wasn't working. We were slow. We weren't getting to the first ball. Newcastle wanted it. Then second half happened. I don't know what Maresca said in that halftime break, but whew, it was amazing. Immediately we got a response, right? And that's what we need. That's what we need. I said it on some other TikTok clips as well. Reece James, he's a captain's captain, right? We've seen him in other games as well, but when you look at players like Reece James, where he can do it in the middle of the park, where he can do it as right back, sometimes he moves in as a right centre back as well, where he has played. Reece James is this season is very, very, very good. Yeah, don't get me wrong. On right back, middle of the park. What can I say? Maybe top three players in the Premier League. Even if he's in the middle, right? He's that good. Generally, that good. His passes, short passing, long passes, free kicks, defending, right? Physical. He's strong as well. You can't bully him off the ball, right? Like he is very, very good. So I'm pleased that we have him. But again, second half, got that free kick. Yeah, led by Palmer. Palmer got fouled. We got the free kick and he just smashes it in. And that's when we changed. Again, that's where we saw the Chelsea that we've been seeing at some good stages. But that's what we need more of. All right, very different halves. First half, we were sleeping. Second half, I wouldn't say Newcastle was sleeping. We were just very, very good. We were just very, very good. Right, you saw us attack differently. One thing that I will say, though, we'll get into that when we look at some of the lineups. But Garnacho, I don't know what to make of this guy. Please, you gotta let me know in the comments down below what you think of Garnacho. Because for me, see, I don't even know what to say about Garnacho anymore because I've given him the benefit of the doubt. I feel like he's a good winger. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. He's a good winger. That's it. At Man United, I hated him. Don't get me wrong. I thought he was a useless player. I know some Man United fans, they would talk to me and say, Garnacho's this, Garnacho's next level. He's next come up. I would be like, nah, Garnacho doesn't do anything. He just runs back and forth and doesn't do anything special. Then when he joined Chelsea, I thought, yeah, maybe there's something there. But yeah, some games I thought, okay, he might bring something. But then again, there are too many games where he does nothing. Too many games where chances are wasted. And when we look at some players that we had last season and now this season, I don't think there's much of a difference. But anyways, let's look at the lineup, how we started the game, some of the substitutes that were made, and some of the stats of the game as well. Now let's have a look at the stats, right? So overall, it was quite an even game. It's quite an even game. If you split it, I feel like again, first half was very, very much one-sided, right? We see that here as well. The possession was quite even, but when you look at some of the expected goals, the shots, the big chances, we had nothing. No shots on target, no big chances created. We were on the back foot. We were sleeping. And Newcastle, they went at us. Like I said before already, their press was amazing. Amazing. I don't feel like we expected them to be that heavy on us, but they were very, very good, right? We look at the corners that they had as well. Total shots was a lot more. This really just explains it. You see some of the key passes. We made some more accurate passes, more passes, but it didn't really lead to anything special. Then when you look at the second half, you can see again huge difference. It's like it's flipped. We've got a bit more possession here, but expected goals we've got a lot more. Total shots we've got more than double. Shots on target we've got 4. They've got nothing. So again, it's like it's flipped completely, and it shows, right? If you watch the highlights, if you watch the actual game as well, first half it was Newcastle's. Second half, I'd say it's Chelsea's. Passes. I feel like the passes is something that we do very well. We can see that here second half as well. First half we had some better passes where it comes to accurate passes as well, because that's just how we like to play. I feel like in previous games as well, when we tried to play out from the back, sometimes we create a lot of chances, but it doesn't lead to anything special. But we'll see. We'll see. That's how Maresca likes to play. We just need to be a lot more clinical because we do have the ball. We make good passes. What do we do with those passes? That's the next step now. But let's have a look at the lineup from the game against Newcastle as well. Starting off, this is exactly the line that I expected us to play. Chalobah and Fofana, that partnership, I feel like is very, very, very good. Sanchez, best keeper in the Premier League right now. You can argue maybe it's Raya, but for me, it's Sanchez because of the centre-backs that we have. Sanchez has been playing with some bozos, all right? He's playing with Tosin and Chalobah. It's a killer. Chalobah and Fofana, Chalobah and Josh, okay, but Chalobah and Tosin, horrible. And the goals that we conceded, it wasn't Sanchez's fault. He made some very good saves, right? On the first ball that Anthony Gordon almost scored, again, a huge save from Sanchez, and then the assist to João Pedro as well. He's getting better and better, guys. Cucurella didn't have an amazing game. I feel like there's that connection with Garnacho that he really needs to work on as well. But again, I don't think Garnacho is special, so I wouldn't even say it's Cucurella's fault. Gusto, 5.9 rating. I feel like that's very, very fair. He didn't have a good game. Anthony Gordon on that side, he was all over the place. Then you've got captain, Reece James there in the middle. If you put him in the middle of the park, right back, wherever he goes, guys, he's that guy. He does very, very well. Caicedo, again, locked it up for us in midfield. Neto, Palmer are expected to start. João Pedro are expected to start, obviously with the injuries that we have up front. And then Garnacho. I thought Garnacho was going to start as well. I thought he was going to play better. I thought he was going to start because of the goals that he scored midweek. But yeah, he wasn't good. He wasn't good at all. Right? We look at some of the subs that we had made. Enzo Fernandez was key coming on. Santos again was key coming on. But when we look at our bench, guys, isn't anybody really that we could have brought on that would have done better? And this is where I feel like we are struggling. We need better players. Even though I don't think Madueke was I didn't think Madueke was an amazing player. But when you look at Garnacho now, we haven't upgraded. We haven't done better. It's like for like. It's literally like for like. Gittins, we've seen Gittins play as well. I feel like they are the exact same player. Literally the exact same player. Obviously, Gittins, his strengths are in different areas other than Garnacho, but in terms of end product, overall, they deliver the same. It's not good enough to be starting for Chelsea. I feel like Garnacho and Gittins, if they were coming off the bench, that would be good. But having them start, it's not good enough. And we saw Garnacho have a lot of chances during the game. a lot of chances during the game, right? Total shots, he had 5. Chances created, he had 2. Expected goals, it's just not it's just not good enough. Just not good enough, right? 1 out of the 5 on target. And that's the one I believe Pickford saved. Pickford, what am I saying? Pickford. Ramsdale saved, right? If you saw that opportunity as well, Garnacho, when he gets in front of goal, he either rushes it or he slows down completely. And that shot first near the near post was a P runner. It was so soft. Ramsdale just touched it to the side. That was it. Otherwise, it's just a miss, a miss, a miss. And I feel like one on one, Gittins is a lot better. Garnacho doesn't take on his man enough times. There were so many chances where we got the ball to Garnacho, takes 2 steps forward, looks around him, passes it back. And we just lose momentum. We lose that speed. Did feel like Miley had an amazing game. This looks like a baby picture, but he had an amazing game. He looked up Garnacho. Again, Garnacho didn't know what to do. Garnacho didn't really try him 1-for-1. He just tried to play the long ball and then try and rush it. But Miley just used his body, shielded him, and then that was it. Right? But I feel like that winger position and centre back is something that will be keeping us from, if we want to get into the top 4, especially top 2. Right? The combination between Fofana and Chalobah, that will get us into the top 4. If you play with Tosin too much, forget about it. Wingers as well, we can't get another winger. I don't think we're going to get another winger in January, but we need something more. We need Garnacho to change. We need Gittins to get better immediately because it's not good enough. Ideally, I will say, because I don't think that's ever going to happen. I think Garnacho's just going to stay like that. Obviously, the very young players and Gittins is going to stay like that as well. But maybe something that I'd like to see is João Pedro, because I feel like João Pedro is a very good player. Says many times already, he's a very good player. He just lacks confidence. That goal that he scored as well was amazing. So this is something that I was a bit not critical on, but just something that wasn't natural to his game, that physicality. And in the Premier League, if you're playing against centre backs as a lone striker, it's going to be tough because centre backs in the Premier League are very, very physical. So Pedro is not that type of player. So I feel like the chances that he would have created, maybe in the Champions League or other, and against other teams, he wouldn't have done in the Premier League. And I feel like maybe if we can even get João Pedro on the left side, because we all know João Pedro can play either sides, right, left, and in the middle. And if the lap gets better, have the lap there up top. Because I rate João Pedro a lot more than Garnacho and Gittins. Obviously, know about Esteval. I don't know if Esteval would have done better in this game per se, because again, it's that physicality. And he's still very young, he's still very fresh. We all know how good Esteval is, but maybe even João Pedro on the left side instead of Garnacho. That would be something interesting to see now. And the next 2 games, guys, is against Aston Villa, and then we've got Bournemouth at home as well. I feel like Aston Villa is going to be a very, very tough game. Very tough game. What is it now? 9 or 10 games unbeaten? Win streak? I feel like if it is a team to beat them, it will be us. But we have to start strong. First half, second half, till the 90th minute, we have to be strong. Then we've got Bournemouth a couple of days later. Again, we need to make sure that we keep that strength. Because if we don't, we can drop easily into 8th. The point difference there, right now, from 4th to 8th, is very small, like 2 points. So, again, we need these points. We've got 1 already out of the 3. Now we've got, again, 3 points that we can get against Aston Villa and 3 points against Bournemouth. I expect at least 6 points from home. 6 points from home. We have to deliver something strong to remain into top 4, because I feel like these next games, it's going to be a make or break. But let me know how you think the game went against Newcastle. Who do you think was your standout play against Chelsea? Mine would have to be Reece James, the captain. But please, let me know. Peace.